Hi, welcome back to our channel, Let's Cook with Izzy. I'm Dave.
I'm Izzy.
And today, what are we making? We're making lasagna, but we're using zucchini as a noodles. The components of our lasagna today are zucchini. We're going to use those instead of the noodles, right? And then we're going to make a bolognese sauce. We're going to use an organic marinara that's already done so that I don't have to make that. But then we're going to add our celery, carrots, onions, and in a second we're going to prepare an Italian sausage. But first we have to prepare the zucchini. I took and sliced these very thin. You can use a mandolin, you can use a meat and vegetable slicer, or you can use a knife. But I cut them very thin so that Izzy didn't have to worry about it. But then what we have to do so that they don't leak liquid, because the zucchini is very high in liquid, is we have to salt them and extract some of the liquid out. So Izzy's going to help me by, can you put some salt on these? Take a big pinch and just like this. I'll show you on this one, just like this, okay? All over those. Can you do that? What we're using is kosher salt, and get all these. And we're going to go ahead and it may seem like an awful lot of salt, but they're not going to be salty because the salt is going to help leach the water out. Then, after we salt that layer, we're going to put another layer of paper towel down. And now you want to put some more on here, just like this. Okay. That's good. Lay them right next. They got to go right next to each other because we have lots of them. Good job. Okay, and that should be good. Now salt those again. Yep.
I put them on here too.
That's fine. Okay, now we're going to cover the top.
And put the little ones on.
Nope. Go ahead and press it down. And then, can you hop down a second? We're going to take another sheet pan, put them on top, and go ahead and put a weight on it. What this is going to do is help leach out our water, and then they'll be ready to use as noodles. So we will be back in just a minute and we'll start the rest of the prep. We're going to start on the bolognese sauce, since the first thing we did was to slice the zucchini very thin. I did that, but Izzy put the salt on them, and then we laid them out under paper towels to try to wick some of the moisture out of them so we can use them. And then together we diced up the vegetables that we're going to use in the sauce. But the next thing we need to do is to brown our turkey sausage, and we'll do that now. You're gonna squish it down and kind of turn it. Okay, you do it all out. And then turn it. Turn it. Now that the Italian sausage is done, what we did is we poured it into a strainer to drain off the fat. but we're going to retain, don't wipe out the pan, keep a little bit of the fat in there, and because that's nicely flavored. And then we're going to add a little bit of olive oil.
That we always do with.
Yep. And now we're going to add our vegetables, and we're going to saute them just briefly. So we're going to start the hardest to the softest. So can you dump the carrots in?
All?
All of them, yep. Good job. Okay, now can you stir them around just a little bit? Now you can dump, we have some yellow pepper.
I'll put that all the way back there.
Yep. And then we'll just scrape that out. Okay, good job. That's good. Now stir them together. Open up to get them out. Okay. Now we have some celery.
I'll put it all the way by itself.
Okay. Stir it all together.
Is that hot?
Nope. Okay. Hold on. Okay, go ahead and stir them together. Yep. And make sure they stay in. I know that looks like a lot of vegetables, but number one, they'll cook down, and we want a nice...
And they never cook carrots before.
Nope, you never cooked carrots before. We want a nice chunky sauce. Okay, now this one, we're not going to add all those. We'll add about that much. Okay?
Good job, Dad.
You just want them nicely incorporated.
Daddy!
No. Okay. We're recording, so don't do that. Okay, you just want them nicely incorporated and mixed together. And we're going to saute these for just a little while because they're going to go in the sauce and get cooked some more. Now what we have here is, it's called Italian Zest by Flavor Guides. We've used some of their seasoning before. Go ahead and put on a whole bunch. Let's do the other side. Okay. Now, very carefully, it's going to come out fast. Over here. There you go, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, now we have to stir it together. Make sure all that seasoning is coated everywhere. Whoa, whoa. Okay, let me help around the corners. Oh, it's okay. Okay, you're done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it into our pot. Okay. You carefully put it in. There you go. Now that we have all the veggies in our pot for the sauce, we can put in the Italian sausage. Just dump that in and set that over to the side. Nope, over there. And now what we're using is we're using a canned or a jarred Victoria organic marinara sauce. Can you pour that in there very carefully?
All of it?
All of it. Put it down low so it doesn't splatter all over my white coat. And these are 40-ounce bottles, and we're going to use 2 of them. Okay, Shake it a little bit. There you go. Good job. And now, can you stir that up? Very carefully. Don't lift it, just stir it.
It's hard.
It's hard? Yeah, it's because, yep, put a top on. And then what we're going to do is set this on a simmer.
It's on.
And we're going to let this simmer for anywhere from half an hour to an hour. After a little bit, we'll stir it and we'll taste it to see if we need any salt. And just stand up here. And then our sauce will be ready. Once this is done, our noodles, the zucchini, are almost ready, and then we'll be able to assemble our lasagna and then get it into the oven. All right, we've been simmering for about half an hour. We're going to give it a quick stir, and then you want
Fire now?
not yet. Here, try this. And take it. Give it a try.
Is that hot?
It's gonna be hot. Blow on it. Okay, this is the time to adjust the salt levels. We'll add a little pepper, and I'm going to actually add a little bit more of that Italian Zest seasoning. Give it a stir,
So good.
and we are ready to go. Okay, you can turn that off now. Okay, let's go assemble some lasagna. Okay, we're back and everything is set to go. We've got our sauce that's been cooking for a little over half hour and tasting pretty good. What I'm going to do is we're going to put it into a bowl here so that when Izzy is working with it, it's a little bit easier to work with. We've got our ricotta cheese, we've got mozzarella cheese, and here are our zucchini noodles.
Yes,
Yeah.
zucchini noodles.
What we're going to do, if you see how pliable they are now, okay, stand up. We're going to lay some out
So good.
like this. Now take this spoon and
Put them on here.
put a little scoop of cheese right on the noodle. Okay,
Spread it.
then spread it out. Okay, here we go.
I was like, I'm trying it. I thought. Can I try that?
Mhm.
Can I try it?
Try this?
Yeah.
No, not yet. It's just cheese.
Just like a cheese stick.
Kind of. Okay, now take and put some of that on there.
On here?
On there, just like that. Get some of everything. Make sure you put it on the noodle though. Okay. Okay, go to that one now.
And can you spread it there?
Yep, I'll spread it. Doing a good job. Okay, put some more right there for me. You just want to put some on a little bit everywhere. And now we can put some cheese on. So grab just a little bit of cheese like this and put the cheese on like that.
Okay.
You can use any cheese you'd like, but mozzarella works really well. One, because it melts well, but secondly, because the flavor is nice and milky and creamy and works well with lasagnas and that kind of thing. Okay? Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is take some of our sauce. We're going to put it
Can I do it?
in the bottom of our pan.
Can
You
I
can
take
take the spoon and spread it all over in the pan. Just spread that all over nice and thin. Nope, nope, nope. Just that. We don't need any more. Okay, looking good.
Why don't you spread it out?
And that's a good question. We spread it out and we put some sauce in the bottom of the pan so that when we put it in the oven, stand up, when we put it in the oven, it's not going to burn. So now, here's the tricky part. I'll kind of show you on this one. You take and bend this over and then just roll it like this. And we're going to lift it up carefully and we're going to put it in our pan like this.
It looks sushi.
Yeah, good job. Careful. Up on the end. There you go. Just like that. Now can you do this one?
Yeah.
Just the same way. And it's going to be kind of messy. Put this side up. Just like that. There you go. Because you're going to get it all over.
Do some more.
Yes, we're going to do a whole bunch more. So then we're going to use this all. Come here, come here, come here.
I need something to like that.
We'll be fine. And we just continue with that until all our noodles are done. Yep.
Yeah,
Keep it right there. Okay, can you do one more? Stick it right in that spot.
yeah.
Good job. Right there. That was perfect. It filled up our tray. So now, what we're going to do is take the rest of our cheese and just put it in like this. And the sauce,
Everything like that?
yes you can. Okay, just a second. There you go. Here, wait. Let me get this out of the way. Nope, watch out. Pick it up. We'll bring that up there. Now you can dump that on. So what we're doing now, we got the baking dish filled with the lasagna. Careful.
We need some on this one.
Just spread it around now. And we're putting some extra sauce on the top. And you just spread it all around.
Extra good.
And then we're going to top it off with some cheese. Can you put some mozzarella cheese in there?
Mm-hmm. I want to put a lot on it.
Yes, you do.
Because I love cheese.
that's a good job. Nice, lots of cheese.
And I'm doing a whole handful bowl.
Yep, right through here. Spread it all over.
Can I put those on?
Put some more right in there. Got it covered. And then just to finish it, I've got some grated Parmigiano Reggiano, and we're going to put just a sprinkle of that over there on the top, and that will help it brown nice. Okay, ready?
Smells so
Can
good.
you get the oven? We have a preheated oven at 350 degrees, and we will put it in. Ouch.
Oh, are you okay, Dad?
Yep.
Should I take these off?
No. And we're going to put it in for 45 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. So in 45 minutes, we'll be back. Welcome back. Our lasagna is done, so I'm going to get it out of the oven. If you can open it up, Izzy. All the way so that I don't. All the way. Thank you.
Let's see how hot it tastes. Ooh, it tastes good.
And here is our finished. Don't touch. It's really hot. Lasagna.
That's why I have to use this.
Don't. Just hold still. So here's our completed lasagna, and now I'm going to show you why I take and roll the noodles. We're going to take just a spoon. We do not have to cut anything.
Just use a spoon.
And we can just scoop out our individual lasagnas. Now, here you can see how watery it got, and that's again because the zucchini noodles are just very, very heavy with water, and so I could have probably used a little bit more time on the salt and absorbing it. But are you ready to try this? Okay, hold on 1 second. Shall we try this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now there's a little piece for you. It's going to be really, really hot. Okay.
So should I blow on it? Is it hot?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's how it's wrong.
That's really good. So, thank you for joining us today for our zucchini lasagna episode. What do we say?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, and join us again soon. Bye.